Thanks so much for being with us on Atlanta News First Plus. I just want to share with you some of the top stories that we are following right now. Starting with some new developments that we're expecting today involving one of the defendants in the Fulton County racketeering case against former President Donald Trump and numerous other co-defendants. Atlanta News First reporter Rebecca Schramm tells us attorneys for Harrison Floyd will explain to the judge why they've subpoenaed 3 local and state agencies.
This morning's pretrial hearing, the judge will determine whether the agencies clearly are not pleased that they have been subpoenaed by this defendant. So at this morning's pretrial hearing, the judge will determine whether those agencies must comply with the subpoenas. Defendant Harrison Floyd was the director of Black Voices for Trump during the 2020 election. He's accused of taking part in a failed plot to try to coerce a quote-unquote confession from Ruby Freeman, seen here in the red. She was one of the Fulton County poll workers who Trump backers accused of rigging the election against him. Floyd denies joining any conspiracy and has pleaded not guilty. He was the only one of the original 19 defendants to spend any time in jail because he didn't have a negotiated bond at the time he turned himself in. As part of Floyd's defense, he has subpoenaed Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, the Clerk of Superior Court of Fulton County, and the Fulton County Board of Registration and Elections. All 3 agencies have filed motions to quash Floyd's subpoenas, and that is what the judge will hear arguments about today. The hearing is scheduled for 10:30 this morning. We will have updates for you throughout the day. At the Fulton County Courthouse, Rebecca Schramm, Atlanta News First.
And also happening at the Fulton County Courthouse, motions hearings for the federal racketeering trial of the alleged Young Slime Life gang expected to proceed. Again, prosecutors allege that this is a gang, that it is, that they're the Young Slime Life gang, whereas defense attorneys argue this is not a gang, this is a record label, and YSL stands for Young Stoner Life. Well, the YSL trial does involve rapper Young Thug and 6 other defendants at this time. The jury pool selected is diverse, reflective of Fulton County. There are 12 panelists with 6 alternates who have been selected. And opening statements are set to begin November 27th. That's the Monday after Thanksgiving. Again, attorneys on each side arguing numerous motions, including what YSL refers to, also the use of rap lyrics as evidence, whether they should be allowed to be used as evidence of guilt. And of course, it would be typical that there would be motions hearings on other pieces of evidence, whether they should be admitted or excluded, such as witness testimony, particular witnesses even taking the stand, and more than that. So that's what we can expect to see in the next couple of weeks between now and actual opening statements, which will start on November 27th. Okay, also just want to let you know about early voting because, well, you still do have a chance to vote early in the municipal election today, but after today, you're going to have to cast your ballot on Tuesday. Everything from mayor to city council to school board seats are on the ballot. And as we mentioned, Election Day is actually Tuesday. Any runoffs will happen on December 5th. If you aren't sure where to vote early, we do have information on AtlantaNewsFirst.com. So, if you haven't yet done so, I always encourage people, please download our free Atlanta News First app. It's so convenient. It's really the easiest way to get your news. That's where I get my news, honestly. When I'm not at work and just trying to see what my colleagues have been reporting on. So I recommend that. Okay, let's talk about energy assistance right now because, apologies, having a little video issue there. Let's talk about energy assistance because these past few days have been so cold, and it's really a taste of what the dead of winter is going to feel like. So now families here in Georgia are getting some much needed help when it comes to heating their homes. This is through the Energy Assistance Program. And the Georgia Department of Human Services just announced that the application period is going to open on December 1st. So this would pay for heating bills for families who make less than or equal to 60% of the median income in our state. For one person, that's $29,000 a year. There's a lot of documentation and prep that goes into the application. It is first come, first serve, I should say. But we have a list of the requirements and the information on our Atlanta News First app if you'd like to take advantage of that. And look at the temperatures out here. I mean, that's just kind of case in point as to why somebody would need help in that. Rodney, it is really chilly, but it sounds like it's going to warm up and turn pretty pleasant.
Yes, we can see the sunshine coming, Joy. I tell you what, Joy, we do have warmer temperatures coming, so we're sort of past the worst of the colder air. This morning we were back into the upper 20s and low 30s, but as you can see, we're already, for the most part, in the 40s in North Georgia. If you're in the higher elevations of the mountains, you're still in the 30s. In fact, Blairsville at 10 o'clock, it's just after 10 o'clock, 10:02, you're still 10:05, you're still at 33 degrees, so you're near freezing still in the mountains. But everybody will continue to warm up throughout the afternoon. And today's the first day where our temperatures will actually get up to near average. So we were at 60 yesterday for a high. Today we're up to 65 degrees. The normal high for this time of year is 68, so right about average this afternoon. A whole lot of sunshine, so it will turn out to be a really nice day. I want to get to your 7-day forecast because not only are we warming up this weekend, but we're really warming up next week. This weekend, it'll still be chilly in the morning, so you will still need the jacket on Saturday morning, on Sunday morning as you get to church. But on Saturday and Sunday afternoons, highs will be in the low 70s, so it'll feel really pleasant with plenty of sunshine this weekend. Really a perfect weekend for us in North Georgia. Don't forget, of course, to set those clocks back 1 hour on Saturday night before you go to sleep. We're falling back as daylight saving will come to an end. And remember, because of that, starting Sunday, the sun will set an hour earlier. But look at these temperatures. By Monday, 73. Tuesday, 77. Wednesday, 79. So it's hard to believe that we were in the 20s this morning, and yet we'll be pushing 80 degrees by next Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you are looking for that warmer weather, you're in luck because spring not quite done yet, at least these spring-like temperatures. I do want to point out, I know a lot of people are wondering about this. There's no rain for most of this 7-day forecast. We're still just not looking at any rain. We've added a 20% chance on Thursday. It looks like we may get some rain Thursday evening going into Friday. Even then, looking at the model data that far out, it just doesn't look like much. It's super dry here across the southeast, and these weather systems just aren't making it this far south. So that 20% chance of rain is for late Thursday. It's likely that that'll linger into Friday as well, but unfortunately, just looking at it right now, it doesn't look like it'll be that much rain. But that's our next best chance, and as you can see, Metro Atlanta, we are in a moderate drought right now, and when you go further north and west, we're talking about an extreme drought. So we definitely need the rain, and even what we get by the end of next week, it won't be much, but we'll continue to watch those rain chances for you. So, nice day today. Still chilly in the mornings over the weekend, but 70s in the afternoon and the upper 70s next week. So we hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I'm going to leave our 7-day forecast up for you. First Alert meteorologist Ella Dorsey will have an update on this forecast on Atlanta News First at noon. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. And until next time, we'll see you soon.